Hey Capricorn, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette if you haven't viewed me before. Capricorn, this is going to be your reading for March 25th through the 31st. Capricorn, these are general readings, so all of them might not resonate for all of you. Just take the pieces that do and leave the rest. I'm trying to shorten out these intros as best as I can to get started. So I try to do the pre-shuffling and get them all started as fast as possible. Um, Capricorn, when I was meditating on your cards, I was getting a few different things. This may not apply to all of you, but what I was getting is that like some of you I feel like might be like in a feud with like a close person. This could be a family member or like a loved one or like a partnership or like a lover, whatever it could be. Um, I feel like it's something that like that. I feel like if it's not this, it's something like you're having a disagreement about something. Um, and whether it's kind of like you need them or they need you. Um, I was getting something like you're my anchor. They say to you or you say to them like you're my anchor, but and it's like somebody says, "Well, if I'm your anchor, how come you never pull me up out of the deep dark water?" or something like that. It was very clear. Maybe somebody says it to you. It was very interesting. Um, I was also getting like maybe somebody has gotten you into something, like that's why you're in a feud, like somebody dragged you into something. Take it how it resonates. You have the Two of Cups on the bottom. Um, like somebody got you into a situation um that you didn't want to be in. Like maybe that's why there's a feud going on. Like you're stuck in the middle and you're like but you kind of just don't really know how to go about it. You have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. You have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the clarification deck. Let's see what we have. You have the King of Cups. You have the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay, and we'll get some further clarification as we get into this. Okay. So Capricorn, you have the King of Cups and the Three of Wands starting off. You could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Um, you know, this could be you getting more control over your emotions. It doesn't really matter if it's what the sign is, or if it's, male, female, whatever. Um, but either way, I feel like this is you're trying to get a hold of a situation and you're trying to expand on it. I feel like if this is um, a relationship, you're trying to expand on the relationship. I feel like you're trying with that 10 of cups on the bottom there. I feel like you are trying to grow in this relationship, um or this opportunity, whatever it is. um and you're trying to find like someone who's really stable in their emotions. The other thing I was finding, it was like a revolving door was the other thing. Maybe you feel like you have relationships where you just feel like they're a revolving door and they're kind of like next, I don't, not interested, they're not, they're just not what you want. Um, but I feel like maybe you're finding someone who's, who's checking all the boxes and this person's really, secure in your emotions. The King of Cups is also very nurturing and understanding. Um, and you kind of want to build with them. You want to expand and feel like they would be good for you. You have the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, I felt like you got in like the last reading a couple times as well. The Ace of Wands is all about, out with the old, in with the new. Um, and really that, special spark. It's also about, like a lot of, passion. You're excited about something new. Maybe even something you've never done before, especially with that Chariot. The Chariot's about, leaving behind, things that you were once really comfortable with, luxuries, the things that you've always known, maybe a life you've always known, and kind of moving forward into the unknown and kind of just letting life kind of take the reins with those, he has horses on this tarot, but just kind of seeing where life is going to take you. Um, maybe you like to normally be in control of situations, and so this is a little bit different for you. You have the Seven of Cups with the Knight of Cups. This is very dreamy energy. The Knight of Cups is very dreamy. Um, it's a lot of, and the Seven of Cups is very dreamy. A lot of, um, you might be questioning yourself whether you have to maybe kind of maybe pinch yourself in a way, because there's a lot of, maybe there's just so much. Maybe you're kind of upping your head about stuff. Maybe you're kind of like fantasizing a lot about a person or an opportunity or a life or your dreams. And, this is all the ideas. Maybe it's this new person, this King of Cups that's coming in for you, or a new opportunity. And maybe you're fantasizing about all the things you want to do, all the choices, all those different ideas with them. And, maybe you're questioning, is this real? Is this an illusion? Have I been here before? With the Knight of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is all about, going after what you want. It's about mystery as well. The Knight of Wands is about, he can be a little bit in and out as well. He can be a little bit flighty. With the Four of Pentacles, it's also, it's stability and money as well. So I feel like this can be, this can represent a person in your life. You don't want anybody kind of bouncing. You want something stable. The Four of, Pentacles represents, stability, with money or just in general. And I feel like you're not wanting that anymore. I feel like maybe you're getting to a point, where you want somebody who's not, in and out anymore. You don't want that revolving door like I was talking about, You want somebody who's stable, who's kind of there to kind of hold on with you, build something, not that like kind of flighty energy. The Knight of Wands is fun and they are adventurous, but which you like, but you kind of want somebody who's the whole package. You have the Emperor and you have the Seven of Wands. Um, the Emperor can be something that I feel like this is what you don't want in a relationship. You know, I feel like you like to kind of you do like to have, I don't want to say control, in a relationship. I feel like you like to have your independence. And I feel like you like your partner to have independence. Um, and I feel like you kind of each kind of bounce off of each other, with ideas and stuff like that is what you want. I feel like if somebody comes in and they have like an emperor type attitude where they feel like they need to be, show their macho-ness, their power, their, you know, pretty much that emperor style, very just um argumentative, just like I have to put all my 2 cents in. The emperor's wise, but in this sense, with that Seven of Wands, it's aggressive. Um, something like that where they just have to be in your face all the time. It's like they have to be defensive. I feel like that's something you definitely don't want. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like, with the Ten of Wands, I feel like this is a lot of, heavy burden you've been carrying around. And I feel like this could be about a lot of situations. This could be about, past relationships, whether these are with, people, family, um, your love life. Um, maybe you've been just carrying too much of a workload and now you realize that, maybe you need extra time to, be able to have fun and just explore just regular relationships, platonic ones. And now you realize that you have learned a lot of different, things along the way to be able to kind of almost with that Page of Swords, it's kind of like you have learned a lot of experiences, from all those wands, all those burdens. You've been carrying them. So you've gained wisdom. You've kind of learned the hard way. You've been a little bit stubborn in a sense. But because of that, now you've kind of created the person that you are. You've kind of have character now. Those burdens have made you the person you are. And because of that, now you can go out and venture onto your new adventure and have that expansion with a new person. You can have that, that 10 of cups on the bottom here, so I feel like it's kind of made you even better to be able to explore your next venture. What is the 3 of Wands with the King of Cups? You have the 8 of Pentacles and you have the Sun. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is something that, if this is somebody that whether this is a work thing, or this is just something that you enjoy in your day-to-day life. Maybe you meet this person at work. Maybe you just meet this person in something you do in your day-to-day life, or this is just not even about a person. Take it how it resonates. Whatever this is, it's that you have the sun with it. It's you working with the energy, and it's you feeling really, really good, and it's you expanding on it. You're expanding, you're making plans, you're actually seeing them come to life with that 3 of Wands. And I feel like you're just, good with your emotions too. You're balancing your emotions. You have the Ace of Swords on the bottom too. So, you're coming into like that clarity. You're seeing a big picture. What's the Ace of Wands with the Chariot? You have the 4 of Wands on the bottom, and you have the 7 of Swords. So I feel like maybe you are kind of, the 4 of Wands is, all about, can represent the home or a place that you've called home for a while. And like I was saying, that Chariot, he's leaving behind, his homeland. Maybe this was because of that, lying, cheating, stealing energy. Maybe you are leaving kind of a, maybe not lying, cheating, stealing, but maybe just an energy that you don't feel comfortable around anymore. Maybe you just feel like you kind of need to kind of sneak away. Maybe you're kind of doing it quietly. You maybe not necessarily leaving, your town or your home or whatever, but you're kind of leaving your kind of like a home base of people you're kind of connected with. Um, Maybe you're leaving a job, maybe a local hangout, whatever it is to you. I wanted to bounce out fast. You have the 5 of Cups on the bottom, and you have the 2 of Wands with that 7 of Cups and that Knight of Cups. Yeah, and like I said, with that Knight of Cups and that 7 of Cups, that's like really dreamy energy. It's like you making plans, and the 2 of Wands, it's all about making plans, thinking about all the things that you've done, and, remembering, the past, especially with that 5 of Cups on the bottom. You know, it's like you're remembering the past, and the decisions you made and, how they turned out. And now you're thinking about, well, maybe it'll be like this time. It's like you're really, diving into this fantasy. And it's almost like it's, you're getting like a high off of it. It's almost, you know, kind of fun in a sense. But then there's also that 5 of Cups energy where you're like, well, I don't want it to be like this again. I feel like you're more in a dreamy sense, though. I feel like you're more on like a high of it. What is the 4 of Pentacles with the um Knight of Wands? Gotta cover her up. I didn't realize this deck had so much nudity in it. I apologize. This is from the Fyodor Pavlov deck. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize. I'm gonna have to put clothes on them. You have the Page of Cups with the Empress on the bottom. Yeah, so I feel like that's, it's kind of like the cards are kind of telling their own story. Um, like I said, you're looking, for something that's, not this flighty energy. You want stability, whether this is a job, a person, an opportunity, something that you want to just manifest as well. Page of Cups, that's all about, you know, having something be brought down and, as above, so below, kind of have that kind of come down to earth and, manifest it. And I feel like that's what you're doing, with the Empress on the bottom as well. Um, I feel like that's what you want something to come to life, like literally like come to life like a baby in like the womb. What is the Emperor with the Seven of Wands? I apologize, Capricorn. I do some of these readings at night after, like I like put all my kids to bed, and then it's like my brain starts to get a little bit fried, and I don't know. I apologize. You have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, which is, definitely about that independence energy that you have. You have this two wanted to come out. You have the Star and the Two of Swords. And I feel like, what that's saying, it's like you want this wish fulfillment of, having everything you want. You want somebody, you want this opportunity, whatever it is for you, take it how it resonates. But there's Two of Swords. It's like, but what am I willing to sacrifice? On one hand, I want, I don't want to be lonely, or I want money, or whatever it is that you want, but I'm not willing to have, somebody take away my independence, or I'm not willing to have somebody like, push me around or whatever it may be. And being a Capricorn, you're definitely not going to sacrifice your independence. And lastly, what is the Ten of Wands with the Page of Swords for Capricorn? You have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Three of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, and I feel like what that's saying is that, at the end of it all, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords, it's all those burdens that you're finally putting down. You've learned from them, but you've gained so much else from them. You've gained so much confidence. You've gained so much, you know, courage from them. With that Queen of Wands, you've gained almost an entire, new, attitude about things. Because I feel like if you didn't carry those burdens, it's like you wouldn't have been able to handle as much as you're able to, moving forward into your life now. With the Three of Cups, Three of Cups, represents celebration. It can represent the early signs of healing. And I feel like now that you're putting those burdens down, you're going to be able to celebrate. You're going to be able to go out. Maybe you are carrying so much of, maybe you're in a relationship now and you're ready to, you know, you would already know this before watching this, of course, but maybe you're ready to already kind of end it. Or maybe you just left a relationship that took a lot out of you. Or a family situation, a work situation, whatever it is for you. But I feel like because you are letting those go, you've gained so much, confidence, boldness. I feel like it's almost making you, more attractive also because it's like you're exuberating this, 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 it's like your head's held up higher and you just feel like you can do anything. And, confidence attracts people, it really does. They feel like, wow, like you just, have like a glow about you. And, I feel like it looks really good for you, Capricorn. I really like it. Thank you so much for viewing me today. I'm gonna leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And until then, enjoy your week. And I hope to see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.